Alright, so this is the last episode of the Endeavour of Life. This is part 4. Now, I'm going to talk about basically the final stuff I have to talk about. Now, this is basically going to conclude the afterlife. Of course, the idea of the afterlife is quite complex. It's, people presume a lot, and I guess if people presume, if humanity only presumes, and there's no one out there to tell us that our presumptions are wrong but ourselves, so we have to try and take that challenge on ourselves. And when we do that, and we take our presumptions down, and we let the world come into us, and the world is truly ours. That's my opinion on that. So, the idea, this, are we a soul? What sort of things are there? There's no physical evidence towards the soul, but then again, there wasn't evidence for a lot of things for a long time. There was no evidence of, I don't know. People could be looking at the ideas of, people were thinking about the ideas of other universes for millenniums now, and most of them were ridiculed. Some of them were burnt to the stake during the medieval times, and then some of them were basically ignored, or the idea was inherited, but nothing was done about it because the group that believed in it was such a minority. But soon enough, evidence began to grow. The 20th century was a great revolution for this idea of the multiverse, and it went from science fiction to science fact very quickly. And now in the 21st century, we are practically on the verge of proving the multiverse. So it's very interesting time to live in terms of science and physics. Of course, in the future, they'll probably think the same, but we only have the past in our minds, so we're only going to be thinking about the past when we're talking about all this sort of stuff. So I guess still it's an interesting time regardless, I think, compared to the how the past people might have thought. But anyway, that's kind of natural, I guess, but who knows, maybe not. Anyway, the idea of the soul, the afterlife, it is a very complex concept, and a lot of people won't believe it because they see no evidence handed to you. But again, there isn't much evidence. There isn't any reasons to believe in a lot of things. There's the evidence of other galaxies out there, other universes were not handed to you. People have to work for thousands of years on it, and I can guarantee you this. I am 100% sure that by the year 3000, at least at most the year 3000, people will know there's an afterlife. It will be natural, everyone will know about it, and people will be researching stuff a gazillion times, even though gazillion is not a number. Alright, I'll use a real number. People will have knowledge, what would seem like a Googleplex times of what we have now. So open your mind now, or wait 1,000 years.